Hello, and welcome to the Stonehenge School's BBC School Report.
I'm David.
And I'm Amos. Today, we will be your hosts. Now, there's a special day called the International Day of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. The day is the 21st of March, which is a day that celebrates human rights going to all races. Every human should be entitled to their rights, but yet, racism is still a problem today, such as people offending and discriminating each other because of their skin colour or because of their xenophobes.
Xenophobia. A xenophobe is someone who has xenophobia, which is where people dislike/hate people from other countries and have a certain prejudice against them. Xenophobia is also considered racism, and xenophobes can also be considered racists. In an attempt to stop this, people have tried to make peace, but here we are, 2017, and racism is still a problem. I've interviewed a few students to see what their opinions on what they thought about this day and how they felt about racism not being such a bad problem anymore, and what they think that they could do to help eliminate racism and even get people they know who's racist to maybe get them to stop. Instead, think of the consequences that it could have on the offended and the offender, and get them to be a little bit kinder and considerate towards another person that is different to them.
Good.
Right. Please state your name.
Thomas Lloyd.
Alright, so do you know what I'm interviewing you about?
The xenophobia?
Xenophobia.
Xenophobia.
Yeah, do you know do you know what special day it's called? What the special day is called?
No.
It's called the International Day of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. The date is the 21st of March, which is the day that celebrates human rights going to all races. What do you think you could do to help stop racism?
Stop being judgy about everybody being different skin colours or from different countries.
What do you saw as xenophobe bullying another person? Remember, xenophobia is where people dislike/hate people from other countries and have a certain prejudice against them.
Want to think about it? Or
what do you think you'd do if you saw a xenophobe bullying another person?
I'd say it to a teacher or a prefect.
And what if it was outside of school? Would you confront them? Would you alarm an older person?
Yeah, I'd tell anybody that didn't see it, so an old man or a shopkeeper opposite it that hasn't saw it.
And what about the parents? What if it was someone you knew?
I'd tell the parents definitely.
What do you think you could do to help change the minds of some xenophobes?
I'd say that it's not okay just because they're different. Difference is special. So just maybe they're judgy about if they're not special enough, just say everyone's different and just stop being racist or just stop being cruel about it.
Now, what would you do to try and help the xenophobe turn to change? What would you do to try and help them?
I'd be like, if it's a white woman, I'd just say, since you're different to them, you're also special. So say, there's always special in you, or just try to be. Just try
everyone's
to
different.
just give it the point.
Yeah.
It's pointless.
Yeah, it's pointless to be bullying them. Do you have anything that you'd like to say, towards this topic?
It's really bad. I think it's got out of control these past years, and everybody thinks it's okay to be judging.
Yeah, it's just become a common thing now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's always on the internet.
Yeah. It always starts from the internet and it goes on to real life, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I do believe that is it. Thank you, Tom. Last point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. So what would you do? One last question. What would you do to help? What would you say to the xenophobe?
Why are you doing it? It's a bit of a weird. I'd say why are you doing it? And yeah, it's just they should realise what they're doing is bad, and I just ask them why you do it.
Yeah.
And just say, don't do it.
Well, that's just about as much time as we have. Thank you for letting us interview you. And I guess it's up to us now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's wrong.
State your name.
Mackenzie.
Do you know what I'm interviewing you about?
No.
It's a special day called the International Day of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination.
Okay.
It's quite a mouthful.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Do you know what the date is?
It's the 21st of March, isn't it?
Yes. Do you know what a xenophobe is?
Not really. I don't know vaguely.
Can you give us a description, maybe?
No.
A xenophobe is someone who has xenophobia, which is where people dislike/hate people from other countries
Okay.
and have a certain prejudice against them.
Okay.
Alright, so if you ever saw a xenophobe, what do you think you'd do?
Well, I'd probably stay away from them because I believe that if someone, you should like anyone, whatever they are.
If you saw a xenophobe bullying a different person, what would you do?
I'd go over and stop them.
Alright. So, 2017. How long do you think racism has been tried to stop?
Well, they've done loads of things, haven't they? All over sports and things that have stuff to do with racism. So it's been trying to stop it for quite a long time now, but I don't think people are really listening, are they?
No. But then you've got 2017, still a problem. And what do you think you could do to fix that?
Well, maybe make a campaign or a worldwide petition or like a TV show or something big that could get people thinking about it.
So, what if a xenophobe came up to you and started bullying you? What would you do?
Call the police.
And what if they didn't do anything?
What do you mean?
What if they just took it with a grain of salt, ignored it?
Well, the police is quite important, so they'd probably find him.
And what if they couldn't find him, and yet he comes up to you another day and starts bullying you?
Well, then I'll take a picture of him.
But say your friend's dead, what would you do then?
So I just tell someone, because I'd probably be in a public space, because I'm not normally in a random field on my own.
Okay. So, do you know anyone that has a certain prejudice against you?
No.
Do you know anyone that may or may not be a xenophobe?
Well, I know lots of people who aren't, but I don't know anyone that isn't, because I only found out about this today.
What would you say to try and support a person who's just been bullied by his xenophobe?
Well, I'm telling that no matter how you look, we're all the same really, and we're all human beings, so don't let it get you down, because there's no point getting sad about it.
And what would you say to try and get a xenophobe to change?
Well, if he believes in it, or if he does that, then I don't think he could change. But if I was trying to help them to change, and they were actually up for it, then I would say, you should stop doing it, and because I don't really believe that they should be able to do that.
And how would you feel if you managed to get a xenophobe to change?
I feel really happy because we're changing the world one step at a time.
But what if you couldn't, and they started to harass you, say?
Again, I'd probably tell someone.
Alright, so I do believe that is as much time as we have.
Okay.
Thank you for letting us interview you, Mackenzie.
Thank you for letting me come.
The end.
Well, that's just about as much time that we have. Thank you for watching this, and if you want to learn more about the BBC School Report, then please go to www.bbc.co.uk/school report. Thank you and goodbye. And please do remember, be considerate, because in the end we're all people, no matter what we look like.